There's a phrase that we're all familiar with. To assume makes an ass of you and me. And I guess that's true sometimes. I mean, if we act or judge without all of the relevant facts. But I also think that there are some things we should be able to assume. So we should be able to assume that all life has inherent dignity. We should be able to assume that another will not be killed because of the color of his or her skin. We should be able to assume that the president of our country has the best interests of the citizens first and foremost. I mean, we should be able to assume that God given innate human rights are always respected and championed. But of course, we know from experience that assuming is not enough. That often we have to work to make those self evident assumptions actual realities. This weekend, as Catholics, we celebrate the Assumption of Mary, which refers to Mary being assumed body and soul into oneness with God upon her death. That because she had mothered goodness and compassion so well, that the totality of her was now united with the divine. It was her thank you, if you will. But I've been thinking that the Assumption of Mary means even more than that. That why Mary is so special to many is because she reveals a feminine face of the divine, the mothering and nurturing and life-giving aspect. That she rounds out a sometimes patriarchal and sexist theology. I mean, we should be able to assume that God encompasses all that we are and to which we aspire. Male and female, yes, but also black, white, brown, gay, straight, Republican, Democrat. I mean, the assumption of Mary is that all of her children are mothered and cared for and empowered equally. But of course, again, that assumption is often one not realized, which is where we come in. My own mother, Geraldine, died unexpectedly 13 years ago. And this week, I've been thinking a lot about her because I've been sorting through some old photographs and letters and cards from her. And many of them she signed, Love, Mary. Now, again, that was not her name, but it was kind of a joke with us as kids because my brother and I would say, Mom this and Mom that and Mom, I want this. And when she would get tired of our beseeching, of our calling her so much, she would say, oh, call me Mary. And it kind of stuck. But my mother really was Mary for another reason too, because she did exhibit that selfless, empowering love that one expects not only from a mother, but from the divinely kissed. The assumption of Mary and of my mother is that we would live lives assuming that one another matters. I'd love for that assumption to make an ass of you and me.